We're back.
Okay, sorry about that. Apparently my phone was set to SD card and it ran out of room. Ugh. Time to get a bigger SD card or something.
Apparently.
Anyway, as I was saying, my mom and I are fans of Johnny Mathis. So I had an album that I took over to her place, a CD, so that she could copy it because she gave away her actual like vinyl album of that particular Christmas album.
Mm-hmm.
So we get over there and I follow him on Facebook.
Okay.
And he was out on tour. Well, my mom said, we're listening to the CD, and she's like, it's such a shame that he died. And I was like, Mom, he's on tour right now, unless they're, hauling around his carcass,
yeah.
And she's like, well,
he's not President Lincoln.
Yeah, so she said, I saw on the internet that he died. And I'm like, where? So she showed me the website, and the date of his death was the next day. And I was like, Mom, that's tomorrow. And I just started laughing, and she was like, what? And I said, look at the date. I said, I wonder if he realizes he's supposed to die tomorrow. So, yeah, don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Right.
So, yeah, because I was just like, that's tomorrow, Mom.
Right. And Google is not a website.
No.
I had so many kids tell me, but I used Google, it's a website. That's where I got the information. I'm like,
no,
honey,
that's a search engine.
Yes. So, yep.
Yeah, that was funny.
I know. They're such cuties.
Right.
But, yes, always be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Double check your sources. And like I said, you can go out and check anything that we say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more than confident. And I always tell, kids, always verify your information. Always check it out.
Yeah.
If you're interested.
And we're not always right.
I have misspoke a number of times. Like, I actually want to apologize. I used the term spatial rather than temporal at one point. And I caught myself later.
No, see, I didn't catch it.
Don't
touch.
Dyslexic, which is what there's my disclaimer. I am dyslexic, so, and my brain works like in a weird way.
Yeah.
So, no, I will if I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And
you see how easily we both get distracted. It's like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
Should
but
stop driving. I'm gonna sneeze.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Anyway, but yeah, and even in my coloring books, I only give, like I say, in the preface, I'm just giving a brief amount of knowledge here. If you're interested in it, research it further.
Yeah.
Go out there, find out what information there is. If there's something in particular that you are interested in a particular myth, go ahead, research more about it. So, don't ever just look at a website as the be-all, end-all.
Right.
Because
anybody could have put that information out there. I mean, they could have totally made it up.
Mm-hmm. I've told my kids, I'm like, I could write something about, astrophysics or neurology on Wikipedia. Do you think I'm an expert at that?
No.
They're like, no. And I'm like,
go.
I know enough that I could fake it really well.
Yeah.
But I'm not an expert.
No.
So, it's not my field of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're just too cute. So, yeah. But, I think I'm pretty much... You okay? You've been a little burpy boy tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Licky.
Licky. He is a good boy. But, that's pretty much it, you know. We've talked about... I think we've addressed... the Victorian.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, not a lot, but again, it's something you can go out and look at.
Yeah, and if you've never heard of the Cottingley Fairies, check them out, because it's a pretty interesting story. I mean, at one point, Harry Houdini was involved with that, trying to, disprove it.
Prove it, right. He was debunking a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was really against the whole spiritualist movement.
Really was.
He knew how they did a lot of this stuff.
Right.
I'm not saying that it was all faked, but a lot of it was.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Yeah, knocking
knocks
on
under the
stuff.
table, the shaking,
Yeah.
curtains moving,
Mm-hmm.
you
But
know.
that in itself was pretty interesting. The ingenious ways they had of coming up with ways to do that so that nobody could tell that somebody was actually doing it.
Right.
So the whole thing was pretty interesting. But
But
yeah, check that out.
yeah, but Houdini was a big debunker.
Mm-hmm.
He did not believe in anything paranormal.
Right.
He did not believe in any of the spiritual movement.
Nope.
Which really started with mesmer.
Yeah.
And where we get mesmerism, which is some people use that term to talk about hypnosis.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's something definitely you should check out, the Coddington Fairies. So,
Cottingley.
Coddingly,
Yeah.
Coddington.
Yep.
You have.
I'm sure if you do like a Google search for like 2 young girls in fairy photographs, it'll come up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially and if you don't know who Lewis Carroll is,
Yeah.
oh well, there are people out there who don't.
True.
I'm
Sadly.
telling you who it
I
is.
believe it.
It's Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
So, Alice through the Looking Glass.
Yep.
So
All
that's
right, so,
the author.
So what are we going to do next week?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Whatever.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Maybe some things that we've mentioned. Maybe we could do a Norse mythology.
Throw some ideas at us.
Yep. There's comments left on our page.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sometime soon we need to go on like a ghost hunt, but right
Yes.
now it's just way too hot.
Yeah. No, it's a melt out.
Yeah. I
There.
mean, what the heat index today is like 102 or something.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And we live in a place where humidity runs rampant. So
it's
not
it's
only is it hot,
ridiculous.
it's sticky.
Yeah. I mean, like you go outside and you feel like you just put lotion all over you and it's wet and it's like ugh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And I love the summer. I love the heat, but even I'm like, oh no, this is too much.
I love being in the pool,
Well,
but it wears me out.
yeah.
Especially when you have 5 kids using you as a springboard, or you have to lift them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, did you see today is Fiona's 6th-month birthday?
Oh, yay for
She's
Fiona!
6 months old. And if you don't know who Fiona is, go to the Cincinnati Zoo website and check out Fiona the baby hippo.
Yes.
And we also have a new black rhino calf. They found out today he's a male.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Oh, God, he's so cute. He's
Yeah.
got the little nub where his horn is going to grow on his nose. He's
And my condolences to the one zoo that lost their baby giraffe.
Which one was
I
that?
don't know. I don't remember what zoo it was, but
Hmm.
recently somebody lost the baby giraffe.
That sucks.
So condolences.
Well,
we have April.
Our zoo that lost one back a couple years ago, but they had another one and it's doing great. So.
Yeah.
Yep. And did you know that our zoo is Cincinnati Zoo and I think the either Cleveland or Columbus? Columbus has a zoo, doesn't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's probably Columbus. Those are the only 2 zoos outside of the state of Florida that participate in rehabilitating the big sea cows, manatees.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Yep. I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The only 2 zoos outside of the state of Florida that rehabilitate manatees. Pretty neat.
On my space.
Okay.
Happy. So we will see you next week. Sorry
Yep.
for it being late this week.
Yeah, this week was crazy.
I've had car issues that I've had to deal with because somebody ran into me. And but the rental is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get spoiled.
Yeah.
And
my in-laws were out of town and we were feeding their cats and it was just a crazy week. So
yes.
next week we'll be back on our normal schedule.
Yes.
Hopefully.
So we will see you then.
Yep.
Have a good weekend, and
See you
Coco's
the
gonna
next
wave bye-bye too.
Bye.
Bye.